Not a lot of news in the gaming world today, my friends, but still a couple things worth talking about. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we got a couple things that I think are noteworthy, a couple official pieces of information, of news, and then one of them is kind of a big leak and whatnot, if you will. So we're not gonna waste any time. But before we jump into this, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We do a variety of gaming content, talk about the games, play the games, best of both worlds. You know, gaming news, reactions, then of course let's plays, gameplays, different things like that, and all that good stuff. And I've been kind of testing the waters of streaming again here on YouTube. I used to do that a long time ago, and then I moved over to Twitch because it was weird. YouTube was weird with streaming and uploading videos. Anyways, so stick around. You can also follow me at JSkeleton2 on Twitter if you guys want. You can join our Discord, link in the description below for that. And if you want to check out my Nintendo channel, there's a link in the description below for that as well. All the links are down below. So anyways, whatever. We're just gonna jump straight into it. So we got a couple different things to talk about. Of course, we have Overwatch to kick things off. So Overwatch, not too much to talk about on this. There's just one specific thing I wanted to talk about, and that is the fact that they announced how many players is going to be on each team, and that is going to be 5 versus 5 in Overwatch 2. I don't know if I mentioned the 2 part originally, but it's Overwatch 2, the sequel, that's coming out eventually. I'm not even sure when it's coming out, but Overwatch 2 is going to be 5v5 instead of 6v6, and a lot of people in the competitive scene think that this is, you know, kind of a way for them to save money, because obviously it's less players on each team at this point, right? So it's for the league to save a little bit of money. But from I guess from a casual perspective, I think it's going to be a little bit more competitive at 5v5, but not super sweaty competitive the way it would be if it was 4v4. To give you a comparison, which is actually going to be a perfect segue to the next piece of news afterwards, Destiny, when Destiny 2 came out, it was 4v4, and I hated it. For PvP, of course, that is, Crucible. I despised it because it was too competitive. And I kept saying, man, we need a playlist of 6v6. And personally, I prefer 6v6 for more casual play. But 5v5 is kind of like a nice little middle ground between casual and competitive. You know, and it's competitive enough to be competitive, of course. But it's casual enough where you could also, you know, be casual as well. Again, personally, I would prefer 6v6, but I think 5v5 isn't bad either. We're gonna have to see when the game comes out, of course, whenever it's coming out. I don't even know when it's coming. I don't think a release date got announced. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below, but from my recollection, I don't think it got announced. Like I said, perfect segue into the next piece of news. So first off, just kind of a quick reminder before we actually get to the news part. Vault of Glass in Destiny 2 is returning. It's returning May 22nd at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to hopefully attempt to find a squad, whether it's LFG or I don't know what. I'm going to try to, you know, do whatever I can to get onto a squad. If so, I'll be streaming here on the channel, and if not, then well, that's a big rip. Anyways, but Vault of Glass goes live tomorrow. Let me know if you guys ever played it originally, if this is going to be your first time giving it a go, or if you're not even really into Destiny. But that goes into the second thing that I wanted to talk about Destiny, which is the main point, which is they're going to be testing crossplay soon. So I'll throw this up on screen right now. From May 25th through May 27th, a unique Vanguard Strikes crossplay beta playlist, that's a very long kind of title, will be available to all players in Destiny 2. So basically you're going to be matchmade with Guardians playing on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, and Stadia as you fight through the enemy waves of darkness, etc., etc. You're basically just going to be playing through some Vanguard strikes, basically, you know. But it's going to be crossplay. Now, if you do participate as a token of their appreciation, you're going to get the Stars Crossed emblem, as you could also see within this screenshot. Of course, the crossplay beta will be restricted only to this matchmade activity. You won't be able to form a fire team just yet, and you won't be able to send invites to friends. So they're just specifically targeting their matchmaking systems as they prep for the this feature for next season. So it's going to be coming out next season. Originally at launch of Destiny 2 Season of the Splicer, fans were noting that apparently they were accidentally, you know, had crossplay enabled. Some of them were playing with players on different consoles, different platforms and whatnot. So that was a mistake, but this is going to be official. Of course, it's going to be an actual crossplay beta, and it's great. It's about time. Unfortunately, it's not coming before Vault of Glass. Of course, you know, there's a lot of people that that I know personally that, don't play on PlayStation. They're going to be running Vault of Glass Raid, and that's making it a little bit harder to find people to run it with. But better late than never. So hopefully the beta goes well. You can participate in it. You can get this cool emblem, and again, you can kind of see how crossplay in Destiny 2 is going to work, and hopefully it works smoothly, and there's not too many issues with it. Now, one other thing, this is kind of a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt. I stumbled across this from PSU.com, and the rumor is that Square Enix is going to reveal a PS5 exclusive Final Fantasy game at E3 2021. And of course, it's not Final Fantasy 16. We already know about that game. We don't need it to be revealed. And that game also is probably not coming out this year. I'd be very surprised if it is. If it is, great. But, I mean, I highly doubt it, especially with the state of the world right now. Even more so than if, even if there was no state of the world going on right now. I have to be very careful with the language I use regarding said state of the world, because YouTube, I don't know if they still demonetize people for mentioning this apparently naughty word. I don't know. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So, Final Fantasy apparently coming out, some kind of announcement coming at E3. And this is coming from Navtra, I believe I pronounced that name right. If not, I'm sorry. Who I'm not personally familiar with, but PSU.com notes that apparently they have enough of a decent enough track record to warrant attention. So, apparently, posting on the forums, Navtra revealed that Square Enix is planning updates on previously revealed projects, but as well as one major announcement, at least one major announcement, related to Final Fantasy. This is the quote. Throw it up on screen right now. It says, I believe you can expect at least one more Final Fantasy announcement in addition to updates on the currently announced stuff. It should be a good E3 season for Square overall. I don't know their exact E3 schedule, but I'm guessing based on knowledge of what games they have in development, how far in they are, excuse me, and their legal release, their target, I don't know, I said legal, their target release dates. So take it with a grain of salt. I believe we're getting two major Square Enix reveals this June, a PS5 exclusive Final Fantasy title and a cross-gen IDOS title. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that name right. I'm sorry, not super familiar. But of course, Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate is going to be coming out, June 10th on PS5, and all that good stuff. And of course, we know Square is working on Final Fantasy 16, but like I said, I don't expect that to come out for at least some time. But if this is to be taken seriously, then Square's got something up their sleeve. Now, I'm really hoping, I don't know, but I'm really hoping, could it be Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2? If it is, wow, that's going to be insane. That's going to be absolutely epic. And I really, really, really hope it is so bad, because Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 was great. And think about that. Excuse me. Integrate comes out, right? And E3 starts, 2 days later? I think it's June 12th, if I remember right. So Integrate comes out on the 10th, and then a few days later, Square Enix is just like, yeah, and by the way, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2, here it is. And here's when it's coming out. And maybe that'll help push sales for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 with, the Integrate DLC. Because people are going to be like, oh man, I better get on that quick, because, we're going to see that maybe it's coming out sooner than we anticipate. Maybe later this year. Maybe early 2022. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, take everything with a grain of salt when it comes to rumors. But I hope it's Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't know what else it could be. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're remaking Final Fantasy IX, which would be awesome, but I highly, highly doubt, because they're currently working on remaking 7, and they're not done that yet. They got multiple different parts to do, and then, of course, they're also working on 16. So, I don't know, man. I'm hoping for some big stuff. Maybe if we're super lucky, we'll get some Kingdom Hearts announcements as well. That'd be the icing on the cake. Honestly, that'd be crazy. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about all that in the comments below whenever it comes around. We're going to be talking about it, obviously. We're going to be reacting to it. I'm going to be streaming all the E3 presentations. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to scream probably a lot. I don't know, man. It's going to be epic. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be super hype. So don't miss it. Make sure you guys subscribe. Leave it a like if you guys enjoyed this video. Dislike it if you didn't like it. That's fine too. And I will see you guys very soon in another video. Again, you can check out all the links down in the description below if you guys want to. Twitter, Discord, my Nintendo channel, all that good stuff. Even have a music channel, believe it or not. Yeah, music channel. Josh L Music if you want to check that out. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys soon. Another one. Till then, game on. I'm going to keep spinning my chair now. All right. Getting a little dizzy.